Hi everyone, new video at cryptoacademy.ae. In today's video we are going to talk about Bitcoin, LayerZero, and also we are going to talk a little bit about the alt season and if we are going to have an alt season anytime soon. So here on the 4 hours time frame we see that Bitcoin again tried to break through this resistance, but it failed, and this second try is now failing as well. So basically, if this candle now on the 4 hours time frame, and we still have 24 minutes left, so if this candle now turns into a red candle, which means it will become something that we call a shooting star, and a shooting star is actually something like this. It will look something exactly like this. So imagine if this candle now turns into red one, so usually, or it can go as low as here at 68k, but we have to wait and see. But for now, as we can see, we have failed again to break through this resistance, and we have been rejecting, or we have been getting rejected so many times. This is one time, second, third and fourth, even though this was just a trap, and the fifth, and now we are going for the sixth one. And I think eventually price will drop again to this level at 63k if we don't hurry up and break through this resistance. But overall, we are in internal range. As we said before, this is the area that we should watch. If we break through this area and we consolidate here, then this would have been our accumulation phase, and I don't think this is our accumulation phase. Our accumulation phase, I believe it will go as low 48k or even lower than that. We have to assess the situation once we get there, if we ever get there. So now we just wait and see the reaction here on the resistance. But overall, I think we are heading back to these levels. I'm not saying you have to exit your position. No, if you have entered already, I said before, you have to enter with the DCA, dollar cost averaging. Is the best solution when you think we are in a accumulation, or if we are in a downtrend. And overall, if we just take a look at LayerZero, since it has been positive recently, and I was expecting honestly the price goes down, but it didn't go down as expected. So if we just go and see LayerZero on Binance, we see again that we are trying again to go to this supply zone, which is around from $2.3 to $2.6, which is really interesting. And from there we have another big resistance at this level. What I'm trying to say, if we ever break through this resistance, we have now to consolidate between these two. We cannot go back inside this range again, otherwise this would have been like nothing happened, like we didn't do anything, and price will go lower. So we have actually to maintain this price range at least from $2.6 or $2.5 until $3.2, and of course this has to coincide with Bitcoin pumping as well. Or maybe in some cases you can see that some alts, they can be in particular pumping, not like Bitcoin. So as we said before, and one thing I want to mention is, if we just go here and see the fixed range volume profile, and we put it from here to here, and we see the data, we can see this is the highest value we can get to, and actually this was the area that mostly was traded in. So at 1.9 could be your support level, and also this could be your resistance at 3.9, and we don't forget this one, because here it was support and support. So as you can see here, we are struggling because there is too much volume here. It's like a fight between bulls and bears basically. So eventually I think we have to go as high as this level, I think, in the next bull run or the next cycle, because as you can see, there is no much trading happening here, around $5.5 to $6, and this could be your target in case of Bitcoin starting pumping as well. So this is your target. So talking about the altcoins or the alt season, let's go check the others. And others, by the way, is the chart that actually represent crypto total market cap excluding top 10. So we find on the weekly that it's something looking like this, and we can see that we didn't even make a new high here. It was here are almost 500 billion, but we never made a new high, which means eventually we have to test these lows, I believe, again, because it's like an AMP pattern, and when you see this type of things, it's like a double top. Eventually price will go down as low as this area down here, then from there probably we start accumulating and going up. So this is what I think about the bull run. And of course there is the correlation between the Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin, and we have to see Bitcoin dominance actually drop, so the altcoins move or rally at least 200% or 300% in the coming months. So there is nothing new or nothing to mention which is really important aside of the conflict that's happening, and we have seen that so many things are volatile. As we saw, the oil price has hit $120, but I believe now it's lower at 87. So in one day we had this big red candle, price reached 120 or $119, then it dropped. Gold is still hovering on these levels, which is really high, and I don't really like it. So I wish gold dropped to these levels, at least 4,400, or if we get even lucky we can test this area at 3,900. So this was the update about Bitcoin, LayerZero and the altcoins, and we talked a little bit about gold and what I want from gold to do. But in the common situation that we are in, the current situation that we have now, it's really hard to see gold drop since there is conflicts everywhere almost. So this was it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out all the links in the description. See you in the next one. Have a good day.